So are we talking about N'Keal Harry? I know
I was just going to. Okay,
Yeah,
that's a good transition. Okay, so yeah, the Browns, drafting receivers and all that. I think they get a receiver in the 4th round this year, but they don't draft one. Okay, I read an article from a Patriots writer says that he's linking the Browns, I think it was pick 110 in the 4th round, to the Patriots in exchange for N'Keal Harry. So I know I mentioned this right before the show, and Justin, I don't know how you held back jumping all over
I hate it, bro. I hate it.
But I have been a big N'Keal Harry fan since college, since he came out. The Patriots, they selected him 32 overall in the 1st round of the 19 draft. He's got a lot of talent. He's a very talented receiver. You just have not seen any of that whatsoever play out in New England. And I've got a whole lot of reasons why. Okay.
His quarterback wasn't good enough his first couple of years.
Coach wasn't good, maybe. I don't know. The coach is pretty solid, right?
All right.
Decent quarterback.
The management, the ownership. I don't know, man. Go ahead, buddy.
I knew I wasn't going to get through this list. Okay, fine. I'll just skip down to why did he suck in New England? Okay. Bill Belichick has never drafted a wide receiver in the 1st round before. The Patriots playbook and offensive system has always been one of, if not the most difficult to learn and master for veterans coming in. So now you're talking about a rookie. And when N'Keal Harry was drafted, he was 21 years old. Okay. So he's drafted at 21 to the New England Patriots, playing for Hall of Fame head coach, the best quarterback of all time, expected to be number 1 receiver talent at 21, New England Patriots. So it was a lot of pressure on him. So he started his career with Tom Brady. Tom Brady is known for his ultra high standards and the demands of the players around him, which he should. He is the GOAT. He has earned that right to demand a lot of his players, or a lot out of his players. But I'm going to jump over to this other thing I was tracking because I wanted to see the rookie receivers that have played with Brady in the past. I mean, can you guys, think of any that have had huge success with Tom Brady as a rookie?
No.
I mean, I was looking at names like Kenbrell Tompkins and Aaron Dobson. Okay. Julian Edelman played with him as a rookie. Julian Edelman had, 37 catches, 359 yards, and 1 touchdown as a rookie with Brady.
So he almost dwarfed N'Keal Harry's stats.
Yeah, but he played the whole season. But so the thing with Edelman, though, his high performance as a receiver in New England didn't start until his 5th year. I went through and looked at his stats. I mean, he was just a guy, just a guy on that receiving corps for 5 years, and then he really broke out. So everybody had all these expectations for N'Keal Harry right out the chute in New England, and I don't think there was any way he was living up to them. So, he hurt his ankle in the preseason. His rookie season, he missed. He only played 7 games, so he missed, 9? When he finally did come in after halfway through the season, I mean, that team was already rolling. They're shooting for the playoffs. They're shooting for a Super Bowl with Brady. He's not trusting N'Keal Harry, who's just this rookie who's been injured all year, to come in. I mean, he only caught 12 passes for 105 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Where are the pros at? I thought you were going to sell me on this, Josh. Man, this sounds like a negative list. Go ahead, keep going.
I am trying to sell you on realistically why he has
been terrible.
Earned the bus label. Okay, so transition to last year in 2020, you get Tom Brady's gone, you get a new quarterback, you get virtual offseason or virtual training camp, no preseason to practice with your new quarterback, and your new quarterback is Cam Newton, and he's not the Cam Newton who played in the Super Bowl a few years ago and went 15-1. He's Cam Newton who can't outshot put a 7th grader.
Right.
Okay. And so even with that, he what were his stats last year? He played 14 games. He only had 33 receptions and 2 touchdowns, but there were only 242 completions to go around last year. Cam Newton only threw 8 touchdowns. He started 15 games. That's awful.
So what you're saying, so we to me, a 4th rounder is too high.
Yeah.
For me, a 4th rounder is fine because what receiver in this rookie class are you getting 4th round and beyond that has 1st round talent upside that if he comes into a system where he could be at the top, he would be the number 3 receiver. No, maybe the number 4.
I could be wrong, but wasn't N'Keal Harry when they drafted him in the 1st round, weren't people shocked? Like it was a way overreach. So is he really 1st round talent just because he was drafted in the 1st round? Because they reached on him like crazy.
I mean, yeah, the Patriots, they definitely missed out on who they picked at wide receiver that year. Some notable guys that went after him that he's kind of got a chip on his shoulder, a little bit of pressure of, okay, I went in the 1st round and Deebo Samuel went after me. A.J. Brown went after me. McCole Hardman went after me. DK Metcalf went after me.
That was one.
So, yeah, and maybe Bill, if you'd have selected one of those guys, Tom might have stayed. Yeah. But I can see what, if we were to make some type of a deal, N'Keal Harry would come in. He'd be our number 3, obviously, So
over Richard?
That's what I'm saying, 3 or 4.
Right. I'm not okay. He would be competing for that number 3. I'm not saying he'd win that job, but he'd be not 1 or 2. He's going to be the 3rd guy listed at the ceiling.
And I would rather get that kind of a player who's already played 2 years in the league, but he's still only 23. But he's experienced. He's got experience. I'd rather have that than a rookie stepping in and trying to fill that role this year.
To me, this seems like a 6th or 7th round draft pick swap for him, or we wait for the Patriots to cut him and then we just go sign him.
Yep. I got 3 things. I got 3 things.
All right, let's hear him.
Stat guy, you might have to back me up on the first one. His catch rate for the first 2 seasons he was in the league, 55%.
Yeah.
Is that close?
Yeah.
But what were Cam Newton's catchable passes?
Yeah, but what about the GOAT? What about the GOAT?
Yeah, he played with Tom Brady.
The best
he
ever.
Didn't throw the ball much to him, though.
Okay.
And when he did, he didn't catch it.
Yeah. So that's fine. So he's going to be making $2.3 million, which is way more than Richard is making. And my last thing, Pro Football Focus, his run blocking, which all our receivers have to do a lot. His overall grade for run blocking from last year is 42, which is absolutely dismal. And it's not.
How's that compared to other receivers, though?
I mean, I can put in. Who do you want me to put in, man?
I don't know. Look up another big guy like DK Metcalf.
Okay.
Or A.J. Brown.
Let me try.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be totally against it, of seeing him. I don't know if fourth round's going to be.
Yeah. A.J. Brown's 73, man.
That's a little bit more.
It's a lot more, man. It's a lot more.
And I think we talked about it a lot on this show, that run blocking for our receivers is definitely a thing that is required of them in this offense. Am I opposed to N'Keal Harry maybe being on the Browns at some point? No. Am I opposed to giving up really anything of any slight importance to get him? Yes. Because to me, I don't consider him a first-round talent just because the Patriots pick. I mean, is Johnny Manziel a first-round talent?
So the first-round first of all, like when he played at Arizona State over the course of 3 seasons, and he played as a true freshman, but he totaled 213 catches for almost 3,000 yards and 22 touchdowns. And one of the things that I hear over and over is that the younger a player's breakout age in college, the more likely they are to have long-term success in the NFL. And his breakout season was his true freshman season. At 18 years old, he had 58 catches for 659 and 5 touchdowns as a true freshman. So I'm kind of looking at the talent and the skill. I mean, obviously he was talented enough to be valued in the first round by the Patriots. I just don't think that. I think that his bust label is a product of the situation and unfortunate circumstances that he was placed in, rather than an indictment on his talent level.
Yeah, I mean, he might be a guy that just needs a new start somewhere else.
That's what I'm thinking.
Just not Cleveland. Just not Cleveland.
Who better? I mean, I'm thinking as a number 3 or 4 receiver, the way that this offense was running last season with Baker just hitting the open guy, there's no expectations for you to be a 1,000-yard receiver. You just need to go out there and catch the ball when you're open.
And in New England, he only had a 50% catch rate percentage. I don't know. We'll see. I think it's 3 against 1.
Yeah, I would probably not give up a 4th for him.
Would you give up a 6th?
Maybe. Yeah, I could see something like that.
Maybe.
I could see something.
Maybe.
Like that. I mean. Okay, we got to think about too who's on the Browns roster right now. Do I want Higgins over Harry? Yeah, I'm taking Higgins over Harry. Do I want Donovan Peoples-Jones over Harry right now?
Yeah,
probably taking Donovan Peoples-Jones now.
But now we were talking earlier though about potentially taking a receiver in the 1st or 2nd round.
Oh,
where are they slotting in at?
I could definitely see if Elijah
starter in 2023.
I could see it. Pick 26. If the cornerbacks we've looked at are gone, okay. Barmore at, interior lineman's gone, and we're not really sold on linebacker, and Elijah Moore or Rashad Bateman sitting there. I could see the Browns pulling the trigger and taking a wide receiver, especially after hearing Barry's press conference where he's really not worried about getting somebody to plug in, that's going to have a huge impact this year. He's thinking down the road. Well, down the road, Jarvis and Odell aren't going to play forever. So, you get Elijah Moore is a typical Jarvis Landry replacement. Maybe that's something that we do. And are we going to be happy as Browns fans? Probably not right away. But in 3 years from now, we might be like, oh, man, that was really smart. Remember, and we thought this guy was an idiot a couple of years ago. It'll be interesting. Hey, if we're wrong, Josh, you can come on here and, give us the business when it comes to this.
Big time business.
I guess I was, and I was just also looking at the prospect list that, Barry Shuck sent us with everybody that the Browns have met with.
Yep.
And really none of those receivers, I'm just trying to pull it back up, but a lot of these guys are the late round picks. I mean, I get that the Moores, Rondale and Elijah, those are two more top end guys in this year's draft, but the only one that really interested me at all was Daz Newsome, and I haven't heard glowing reports about him, just that he would be a decent contributor.
He hasn't dazzled you?
Let me throw this question at you.
Where's my applause button?
Who would you rather have this year? If I just could give you a guy onto the roster, would you rather have like an Elijah Moore, or would you rather have N'Keal Harry? Because that's...
Well, but obviously I'd rather have Elijah Moore, but give me the price. Give me the price of each guy.
Elijah Moore,
you got to take him in the first round, I think.
You're going to have to take him at 26.
You're not going to get him at 59.
No, but I mean, there's still rookie cap limits.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
If I'm giving up a 4th rounder for anybody on the Patriots, his name's Stephon Gilmore, not N'Keal Harry.
I'm okay with
You're
that.
not getting Stephon
Gilmore. Package it up. We'll take that crappy Harry receiver and Gilmore.
Which is funny because I used N'Keal Harry.
I was thinking that too. That would really help our Manscaped promotions.
Yeah. Well,
I bet he didn't see.
He probably needs the money. He might come on and do us a plug for us. So
he's doing fine. He's doing way better than any of us. He's doing great.
Only $2.8 million.
Yeah, he'll be all right. He'll be fine.
Justin sees no way, no how. No way, no how. Me and Blake, okay, maybe a late round pick.
Justin's about to quit the podcast.
That's not
But
this is good. I knew you guys were going to tear me up about this, but
hey, so YouTube, as you can see, we're not always nice to each other.
Leave your comments if you side with Josh.
Yeah, you're wrong. But
that's not true necessarily.
We're going to find out this week probably how thick my skin is, I guess. Huh?
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun Thursday night.
It is.